came from a breeder. She was born blind, so Betty can't see. And being a breeder, a lot of people don't know that boa goats aren't just bred for the animal ag industry, they're also bred for pets, because a lot of people like them as pets. As you can see, they've got, I guess, similar to what dogs, people like to push in puggy faces and things like that. Well, the boa goats have got the big long floppy ears and the really nice colouring, so people like them as pets. Yep. So I think this was a breeder that was mainly in the pet game.
Okay.
So of course, Betty being blind, there's no use to them, so they obviously didn't want her, they couldn't sell her. So basically they locked her in a chicken coop for 2 weeks while they decided what they'd do with her. And apparently they were going to advertise her on Gumtree, but they were in the vet with one of their other animals at the time, and they got to talking about Betty. Mm-hmm. And the vet actually recommended us. They gave the people our name, and Betty got brought to us, and we were more than happy to take her.
So how does she get around with not being able to see?
I guess, I mean, they don't get enough credit. Most animals, not just goats like Betty, but you know, they work things out as they go along. When she first got here, despite the fact that she was young, she was only a couple of weeks old, while their sight may be gone, their other senses like their hearing, their smell, their touch, that sort of thing is so heightened that they feel their way, if you like, and once they've felt their way, they're like a blind cat or a blind dog. They know where things are, and they know how to manoeuvre themselves. And so Betty, for instance, we quite often joke that when we have visitors come to the farm, we could let Betty take them for a tour. She knows the farm like the back of her hoof, you know. There's not much to the farm that she doesn't know, and she just does that by feel and by memory. And when goats are around, as you can see, everything needs to be put up or put away. They're like the infant children of the animal world. Never home, she'll never leave us.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll stay here. I mean,
so you keep her separate too, don't you, from the main goat kind of herd?
Yeah, we have to, because if she does go in with the bigger goats,
yep,
as such, I've got another goat over here that's if she goes in with the bigger goats, of course they're going to butt her, they're going to hassle her because they know that she can't see, and it just throws her out. It's too much, it's too scary for her, it's too terrifying for her.
She's not shy.
No, she's not shy. Most goats aren't, especially when there's food around.
Yeah.
And with Betty, she's, I guess with her sight not being there, she's very in your face, if you like, so she's very touchy-feely. And a little bit of a nibble every now and again. So, Betty, don't be silly. So yeah, I guess what you see sometimes with Betty pushing and swiping the head, well, that's just natural goat play. So Betty can't do that herself by sight, so she overcompensates when she does it by, you know, feeling and touching and that, smelling and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a, I guess, when you think of blind animals, if you had a blind dog, for example, most people would say, well, don't put it down, the dog can survive, it can carry on quite well. Whereas these animals thought, well, they're blind, it's a defect, we'll just put it down. Luckily, that wasn't the case. I mean, we still wonder where she would have gone if she went on Gumtree. Anything can happen on Gumtree, as we know. But she ended up here, and she's blossomed ever since. Here we go.
Did we notice this today? This is the first time these two have met.
Yeah, pretty much. They met through a fence yesterday.
So for a blind goat, she's not backing down.
No, as you can see, she's got the common goat traits.
Yep.
She does what goats do.
Yeah.
Here we go. But this is nothing. What you see, this is just a feeling out.
Yeah.
Bit of a play even, because they've seen each other before now. So.
She's from Birmingham, bam, bam, went in and out, bam, bam, bam.
that the other goats know that she's blind.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's
definitely
two,
seem that way.
there's two things that can happen in that respect. You can get a goat that'll go easy on her, but then you can get a goat that'll go hard on her, you know?
Yep.
So, no, she's blind, but she's beautiful, and she's living life to the full. And yeah, like you say, just because they're like humans, we have defects as far as disabilities are concerned. They're exactly the same, but it shouldn't mean that they put to death
No.
just because of something like that.
Well, it's quite clear that she values her life.
Oh, definitely. And she loves it here. She's got all her friends.
Yeah.
She's friends with a couple of sheep. She's
Yeah.
friends with Bart and Gracie. And she goes pretty much everywhere except for the main goat yard.
Yep.
So,
Oh well, thank you, Darren.
no worries.
We'll visit you next time.
No problem.
See you, Betty.
Jesus.
Go with it, go with it.